Hey, COMM 130, welcome to Visual Media. My name is Sister Sistine, and I will be your instructor throughout the semester, and I'm so excited to teach this course. I'm excited to get to know each and every one of you. I'm excited to see all the things that you come up with as we dive into your creativity throughout the semester. Speaking of, this course, you'll be learning core design principles and learning how to apply those things into your projects and your work. You'll be learning about typography and color, how to apply that color, and the basics of photography as well. And in this semester, you'll be able to dive into the Adobe programs. Specifically, we're going to be working with InDesign, Illustrator, and Photoshop. So it's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be fun. And the skills that you learn in this course are going to bless you professionally and personally. Professionally, you'll be able to learn and to apply the design principles that you learn to magnify what you're already doing at work. It will also bless you in your personal life, whether that's for your church calling or for your family, creating, all sorts of different things like invitations or, sky's the limit. Lots of opportunities there. So, I use it not only as an instructor, but I use these skills in my personal life as well. So I'm really excited. I'm excited for this course. So with this video, I just wanted to kind of introduce myself, and I'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to share my screen, and here we go. All right. Welcome to Visual Media. All right. So just to get to know a little bit about me, when people ask me, where am I from? It's always a long answer. So I was born in Utah. And then we moved to Colorado, and then we moved back to Utah until I was 12. Then we moved to Long Island, New York, lived there for about a year and a half. I loved it. And then we moved to, San Diego for a year for my freshman year of high school. Then we moved to Rochester, New York, back over the other side of the country. And then after that, we only lived there for a year. Then we moved to Tucson, Arizona. I graduated from high school in Tucson. And then I moved up to Mesa and got my associates at the Mesa Community College there. Then I also moved to Florida for 6 months to work for Disney World, which was really fun. And then I moved back to Arizona for a little bit. And then I served my mission in Houston, Texas, Spanish speaking. Loved my mission, so fun. And then I moved to Maryland. My parents moved to Maryland, so I went there for a little bit. Moved back to Arizona for a really short time, and then moved to Utah for a little time, and then ended up at BYU, Idaho, where so that's where I went to school and met my husband and all of that. And then after Idaho, we moved to Santa Rosa. We moved here, Santa Rosa, California. My husband's job brought us here, and we're about an hour north of San Francisco. And we've been living here for about 2.5 years now. And we're loving it, just having a great life. So, like I said, going back to BYU, Idaho, I met my husband there. We had our first little baby there. She's going to be 4 in November. She's growing up so fast. So while I was at BYU, Idaho, I got my bachelor's degree in communication. My major was communication. My emphasis was visual communication. And I really worked on, I dove into photography, and I'll go over that a little bit. But now my family's growing. I have a son who was born last year, so he's a year old now. Oh, time is just flying by. So we love being outdoors. We love to travel together. In this picture, we actually went to Aruba a few months ago, and we went to this is Lake Tahoe. We just love to travel and be together and go outdoors and things like that. So it's a good life. We love our family. So the biggest thing that I did with my major is I worked on photography. And so I did a lot of weddings before. Weddings are really fun. And I've done a few of those. And engagements are really fun to do as well. I've done some of those. And I love doing family photography, getting to know the families and all of that. Trying different, backgrounds and things are always fun. And of course, babies, newborns, so fun to take pictures of. So also so this was what I did with my major. Now with my minor, I minored in dance when I was at BYU Idaho, and I had the opportunity to be on the dance team, the Dance Alliance team, where we were able to put together a show and then travel with it. And the idea with our shows, it was a kind of a missionary tool. So wherever we traveled, we were able to bring this amazing message to people. So I really, really love dancing and spreading the gospel at the same time. So it was a total win-win situation. All right, so enough about me. Oh wait, let's see. Going back to my goals, some of my goals is to become yoga certified. I love doing yoga. I've been doing it for a couple years now, and it's grown to be one of my passions. The other thing I love is the water. If I can go surfing or wakeboarding every day, I would do it because I love being in the water. And one of my biggest passions by far is definitely traveling. I love, love, love to travel. And these are just a couple places that I've traveled with my husband. We went to Europe about 5 years ago. We were able to see like Venice and Paris and traveled throughout there. We actually, let's see, last year we went to Hawaii together a couple of months ago. Like I said, we were in Aruba. And then just last month, we were able to take a cruise to the Mediterranean and get back to Europe, where we were able to visit Rome and Florence and things like that. So it was, Barcelona, love Spain. So anyway, it was so fun. I love, love travel. Definitely some of my passions. Okay, now enough about me. Let's jump on to back to you guys and back to the course. So visual media, COMM 130. If you've never had the opportunity to be a part of BYU Idaho, or have never taken a class or anything, you are in for a treat. Now, when I attended BYU Idaho, they always started the class with a prayer. And even though we're not physically together, I'm going to do my best to implement that tradition, and to my focus is to I'm going to strive to bring the Spirit into the classroom. So in my weekly, I'll be posting weekly videos, and I'll be, saying a prayer and spiritual thought and things like that. So stay tuned for that. But that's definitely one of my, want to make sure that we keep the Spirit in the course, because it really, really does help each of us. Okay. All right. So this semester, you're going to need a computer that has like a webcam. We're going to be working with the Adobe programs. Now, with the Adobe programs, we have a really wonderful, wonderful opportunity for you, where you will be able to work with these programs for free this semester, which is awesome. So please don't download the programs if you don't already have them. They will be available to you shortly, so stay tuned. I'll be sending out an email about that. Also, if you haven't received the welcome email from me yet, please let me know. And the next thing you're going to need is the Non-Designer's Design book by Robin Williams. Make sure it is the 4th edition, okay? And if you want to know what that looks like, here's a visual of what it looks like. And you want to make sure to get this ASAP, because we're going to be diving right into it really fast, and we're going to be covering laying a good solid foundation of understanding before we dive into our projects, okay? So be sure you get that book, and Non-Designer's Design book, 4th edition, Robin Williams, all right? Next thing is you're going to be working with WordPress. So make sure that you are ready for that. We're going to be working with WordPress on the first month of the semester. And you're going to be, turning in assignments and things like that. The other thing I want to point out is we are going to be heavily working with our discussion boards in iLearn. So be sure to keep that in mind, required participation. So it's going to be, we're going to be doing discussions and all of these things with that. Also, please pay attention to the very first discussion post, because I'm going to be posting this video, and it's going to be an opportunity for you to introduce yourself. So I know that we're on a online platform. So with the first discussion board, you're going to be recording a video of yourself to introduce us, introduce yourself, so that we all can get to know you and see your face and it really helps to put a face to the name, all of that. The other biggest resource that you have is prayer. don't forget to pray before like you work on homework or you work on any kind of assignments or projects, because I know that Heavenly Father wants you to be successful. And as you're getting pushed out of your comfort zone, He can really be with you and help you and be right next to you. He'll be aside right by your side, as we reach out to prayer, reach out for Him to prayer, and reach out for help. Okay, so that's a really big one. I can't stress this amazing resource enough. And then I'm also here as well. So if you ever need to, you can contact me anytime. If you ever need to email me anytime. I do have my phone number there for emergencies. And then in my office hours, every Tuesday from 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. So at 8:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Mountain Daylight Time, BYU Idaho time. So make sure that you have your system set up to the right time frame. So yeah, I will definitely email you back within 24 hours. And yeah, let me know if you ever need anything. And the biggest thing is that remember, you are not alone, okay? Everybody is really new in these programs. We're all going to be pushed out of our comfort zones, but you've totally got this, all right? Okay, so that is a little, let's see, here we go. Okay, so just a little introduction and to get to know me a little bit, know what to expect for the course. And like I said, I'll be posting this into our discussion so that you can post your video of introducing yourself, telling me things of what you're excited about this course, where you're from, what things you like to do, all of those kind of things. So I look forward to getting to know each and every one of you, and we're going to have a really great semester. So take care, you guys. I'll see you in week 1.